Hey guys, fighting for love is hard. It's not easy to stand firm. So what I wanted to do is create a series of little spiritual oxygen masks that you can grab, you can reach for every time you feel overwhelmed or triggered and you're hearing one of those nasty lies from the devil. And I feel like one of the most damaging lies is that you're just not up to the job. You might as well give up. You're simply not strong enough to stand firm. And I'm here to tell you that when it comes to dealing with a spouse who is drowning in porn, you need to channel your inner lifeguard. Now, until very recently, I used to live in California, in a coastal town, and every year tourists would flock to our beaches for our surf. And I'd noticed that when beginner surfers got in over their heads, the lifeguards understood that it was not just the size of the waves or the strength of the undercurrent that posed a threat. There was that victim's unpredictable survival instinct to contend with. And that's why they went into every situation assuming that the person they were attempting to rescue was out of their mind with fear and would have positioned themselves accordingly out of the way, where they themselves couldn't be injured by wild punches or death grips. Because when we're fighting for love, this needs to be our strategy too. Stand firm and keep your distance from the crazy. Every time your husband becomes angry at the boundaries you've set, or withdraws, or turns it around and makes you the problem, remember you're dealing with a hijacked brain. He is not in his right mind. The addicted part of him is fighting tooth and nail to protect his supply, and you're simply in the way. For you stand a much better chance of success if you can emotionally detach with love and keep yourself safely out the way. But I'm realistic. How do you do that when you've tried not to get pulled in, but you've failed every time? Because this is the man that you fell in love with, and now you need him more than ever. And you feel alone and terrified about the future. And it's at this moment, this painful and vulnerable moment when you feel crushed and hopeless, that you begin to doubt whether you are actually strong enough to hold the line. Well, I'm here to tell you, here's how to turn it around. Every time you hear that nasty little voice saying that you're not strong enough, simply agree with it and point to Christ. For the truth is that in your own strength, you can't do this. Your heart can't withstand this barrage of hurtful remarks and upsetting behaviour and still remain open. So why not use this knowledge to your advantage and in the bargain, punch Satan in the face and glorify God? Blessed are the wives who understand their fragility and their desperation. Blessed are those who acknowledge that they are at the end of everything and a whisker away from abandoning their husband to drown in their filth. Blessed are those who do not have to pretend to be stronger than they feel. For those of us living the upside-down life of a Christian, it is awareness of our weakness, not our strength, that drives our need for Christ and brings us peace. Where the world will exhort you to stand firm by embracing your power and believing in yourself, you, as a beloved child of God, are to go in the opposite direction. Cease your striving. Admit your weakness. Acknowledge you're not up to the job, but that the battle is already won. For you shall be victorious through the work already accomplished by Jesus Christ on the cross. You see, standing firm doesn't require more self-esteem. It requires more God-esteem. Your hope, strength, and confidence comes from Christ alone. So don't despair when you feel weary and inadequate to the battle that rages around you. Instead, sink to your knees and give thanks, for you, faithful servant, have the Creator of the universe displaying his love and power through your weakness. Trust that he can and will give you the strength to detach with love and withstand whatever comes your way. You, through him, have got this.